you, Yvonne, and thank you, Peter, for stepping up to do a pocket speech. I personally would find it very difficult to gather my thoughts very quickly to give a 4 to 5 minute speech. I personally have difficulty sometimes even reaching that 4 to 5 minutes, even when I prepare a speech. But I guess that would be the next challenge for me. Peter came up here and told us why it was good to have a pocket speech ready, how he prepared himself to give a pocket speech. He talked about, pulled out his piece of paper, a couple of ideas he's probably noted over a long period of time so that he might be ready one day to give that pocket speech to us. For me as an evaluator, since it was a pocket speech, I didn't have a list of things to go by. However, there are some very helpful aids that if you're ever an evaluator and you don't know how to start, I happen to have one, and it says, I heard. Was there an opening? Did the opening capture the attention of the audience? Did the introduction orient the audience to the speech? And Peter did a great job with that. He came up here and told us that he was about words that matter. And that all helped us all start thinking and grabbed our attention. So that oriented us as to what the speech was going to be about. And when he spoke to us about using your words wisely, he gave us an example of how when his daughter was young, the caretaker emphasized how important it is to use your words wisely, or just use your words, especially for kids, when they may be struggling with trying to communicate, and how important it is for them to learn, even at a very young age, to use your words, as important as it is for us to know what words are appropriate for the situation. There was good structure in his speech. He started with telling us why words were important, to make sure that they're impactful. They used to communicate purposefully. And he told us about how to be careful when we use our words, and what words to really to avoid. For example, the but, and how it just builds walls. And he used his hands to communicate about how to be careful when his hands went up like this. And I'm using the word and, which he told us to avoid. It helps to fill gaps when we're uncertain about what to say next. I also heard the strong close, where he gave that great plug at the end of his speech about joining Toastmasters and how that would help you improve your words. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.